guys, I am Amira of thelittlemushroomcat.com, where I blog about sewing and quilting and sharing tips and tricks along the way. Today I am going to be sharing with you how to cut using a rotary cutter and a small scissors the English paper piecing templates. Now these English paper piecing templates are available down in my resource library where you can sign up and get instant access. You can simply download them and use them as I would like to show you in the next slide. Alright, we are here at the cutting table. Now I've printed out all my templates. So this is a 7/8 inches hexagons, and I've already designed this to be for easy cutting, and if you want the same templates you can just go and download it in my resource library. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and cut several of these at the same time using a rotary cutter and a small scissors. So you can use something small like this, which is made for easy cut. So I'm just going to use this one. So the first option is actually to just cut one of them, or you can layer them all together, and I'm going to show you how to layer them all together. What I have here is a very thin paper, so I normally just use a normal regular A4 paper, but if you like you can also use one of the sticker one, which can be reused after reused, and I like to use a quilt board for this, and that is about 200 GSM. So you can either use that or you can just use regular A4 paper. Sometimes you might get second life out of it, but sometimes I just throw them away and just create some more. So what I do first is I want to stack them all together. The other thing I like about using A4 paper is that it's almost see-through, like you can see through, to make sure that all of it is printed right, and also to make sure that it align on top of each other. So you want to also check, sorry my ruler is broken, but you also want to check this 1 inch square references so that it's actually the right size first before you go ahead and cut them. So I just want to make sure that it's exactly 1 inch, so I'm just going to put that in 1 inch box. Yep, that is exactly 1 inch, and that should comes out with a 7/8 inches hexagon when I cut them all together. Now you will need a glue stick because I'm going to stick them all together just to make sure they don't move. So what I do is just place this glue where there is no templates. So I'm just going to place that, and I'm going to carefully place this one on top and adjust so that it will be exactly on top of each other like that, and then you just press them so that, and then you just can press them so that you get it stick together. So I just want to go into the light as well, so what I do is I look at it up to the light and just see whether all of them is actually aligned. I think that's pretty much good, and I'm just going to do one more. So I'm going to do 3 layers of these together at the same time. I'm going to do that again. Alright, so once you've done that, you want to spend some time just to make sure that it's all good. If you feel like it's not that right, what I suggest you is you still have to go through it properly, because you don't want to be cutting all of them and you realize that one of them is out of alignment. Now with that, you want to align your rotary cutter with one of the alignment. So with this template I have designed it so that you can cut using a rotary cutter horizontally and vertically. And then after that you're going to snip off all the small pieces of the corners using a scissors. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and just trim that. I'm not going to try and trim all the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it off until here, so it's not going to come off as a strip. But for this first one I might just take it off as a strip because I did really good this one. So I'm going to take this one off because there's no hexagon there. So for this second one I want to just align it properly, and then I want to just slice it until near to the top but not all the way, so you have something that's stuck like that. Now this is like cutting onions into cubes, so you want to get all of this slices first, and then you will slice it into cubes or into squares. I'm going to do the second slices, and then the third one here. Now you want to make sure you give it a bit of push because there are many layers. You want to make sure all the layers are cut properly. You can just go around one more time just to make sure. Now I have all of it like that. I am going to cut off this edge because I don't need this edge. Align it properly. Take time to do this. There. And there you have this thing. Now you want to turn it around so that it's easier for you to cut the horizontals. Right? You just want to align that. So I'm going to throw all this away. And then align the second one all the way. And then the third one. Also all the way. And then so on and so forth. Now once you've done with that, you want to remove all the unneeded one. Now you have all of these pieces, and you just want to trim off the edges. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and just trim this off. And there you have it. You have your little hexagons ready to be used. Now I like to do this in front of a TV, and sometimes you realize that you don't get it cut properly. Maybe you want to throw that away. You can. So that's what happens when you don't align it properly. You have two hexagons piece now. Now this is ready to be used. It's not going to be perfect laser cut, but it's good enough for me to use. So you're going to just do all the rest the same thing. So you see what happened for this second one. You realize that it wasn't aligned properly. If you still want to use this one, you actually can. So what you want to do is, once you trim one of this, just put one of them on top of each other and just try and follow that. It's still going to be perfect, even though you have this slightly off over there, and it's still going to be perfect because you've traced it over the one that's good. Alright, so I hope you do enjoy that video. If you want to cut your templates like that, you are free to use all the templates that I've made in my library resource, in my resource library.